Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. We are live and it is Friday the 13th, and I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am. Like, this time of year, first of all, I love October. I love October. It's not because of fall. I don't really like fall. I don't like the warming up, or the cooling off. It's not my jam, but I do like the changing of the leaves. I like that part. Um, but I like spooky season. I like witchy season. I love Friday the 13th. It's it's like my luckiest day of the year. I know everyone's like, Friday the 13th. Bee, 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 bee." No, I love Friday the 13th. It is like my day. I need to move my mic closer. I always forget to move my mic closer. It is like my day. I love it. And then tomorrow we have an eclipse with the new moon. If you guys want to see the eclipse, it is at, I think it's close to 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow, on the East Coast, guys. Hold on. Guys, I moved my office around again. I think this is the final time. We'll see. We'll see how yes. Oh, yes. Okay. So at 1:55 in the afternoon, so 1:55 Eastern PM. So if you guys want to see the eclipse tomorrow, that's when it will be. Okay. So what does this mean, my guys? What does this mean? Eclipse in Libra. I did a whole episode on this. Okay. So there's a new YouTube episode, slash podcast, to whichever one you guys prefer. But I talked about this. I'm just going to touch on this really quick today. But what is going to happen is any toxic shit that's happening in your life, you're going to have to face it. So if you're noticing a lot of toxicity is being thrown at you, a lot of toxicity is you're being forced to face a lot of toxic shit in your life, or is being released as of late, this is why, right? Have you noticed you've been having a lot of crazy dreams lately? New moon, guys, and especially with the eclipse, it's gonna heighten this. Okay, so I'm telling you, it's nuts. And also in the YouTube episode, I actually talk about how you can use the energy of the eclipse to manifest. Yes, you can still manifest with the eclipse. There's special ways to do that. So it's really it's really, really, really hot. But you have to do the work. You have to allow yourself to, release and let go of that toxicity in your life, right? So today, this Boss Bish reading, we are using, I felt it was only proper to use Luna, right? And we're going to use my dark deck, my Kali deck. She gives me chills. She gives me chills. I really don't use her because she gives me such chills. But I figured, look, she's so dark. So we're going to use Kali today too. I love her. She gives really on point readings. She's so sick. She's so good. So I'm so excited. So I'm stoked. I'm really stoked. And already we had 4 cards fly out from Luna. So it looks like it's going to be a slappy bish slap. Call me a slappy bish slap, which that's exactly what we're looking for, right, guys? That's why you guys come here, for a nice slappy bish slap. But if you guys are interested, if you want to jump and get your own personal slap, or actually your own personal tap, because that we call it a bish tap. For $11, go ahead and click the link in the comments and just let me know that you did it, because last time we had somebody get the Bish Tap and they didn't let me know, so I had to go ahead and message them and send them their personal reading. But go ahead and let me know so that I can read it for you. And what you do is you get 3 cards plus an oracle card, and I'll read it for you live during this reading. But we are doing a collective reading right now, and we're going to see what card Kali is going to throw out at us right now. But I'm really excited for this month. We have 2 eclipses this month. At the end of the month, we have the full moon in Taurus, and that's another eclipse, and that is going... That's another one that's going to have us facing a lot of what's inside, right? It's a lot of us needing to look at and release any things that we're holding on to, as far as like possessions and as far as like people that really like we possibly need to let go of, right? So but all right, are you ready? So the first card the first card is the Sun. Okay, and here, what I'm hearing here with the Sun is a lot of time is energy. Here is you are giving a lot of your energy away to people that do not deserve that energy. And with this eclipse coming up, it's a lot of, with the eclipse coming up there, it's telling us to detox, right? And the Sun tells us that, you know, we have all of this energy that we share, right? And you are the Sun, right? You are the one that people gravitate towards. The Sun is the center, right? And with that, people come to you for advice. People come and talk to you. You are the one that people look towards, right? You are the center, right? But that's one of those things where it can be both a good and bad thing, right? And in this case, like, there are people that are coming into your life that don't have the best intentions, right? And you might be having issues. Okay, you're having a hard time letting go of those people that you're noticing, like, a lot lately, like especially lately, you're noticing that the people in your life are taking advantage of your energy, right? They're taking advantage of your niceness. They're taking advantage of that help that you've been giving them. And this moon is like almost forcing like you to realize these things, right? This moon is forcing you to see that it's time to detox. This moon is like almost forcing you to like see, oh my God, like this is actually happening to me. These people are actually taking advantage of my niceness. These people are actually like not reciprocating. They're actually using, right? Because there's one thing to, like, there's reciprocal energy where like it's give and take, right? Where we share energy, right? Where, you know, we help each other out. And there's quite another when it's just take, right? and these people are taking, right? We're not sharing. And those people that are taking, those are the people that we need to like release from our lives, right? Those are the people that we need to let go of, right? And we need to start calling in the people that are all about that reciprocal energy, that are all about sharing and loving and growing together, right? Right? Okay. All right. So the next card, we have that Five of Wands. Okay. And the Five of Wands, you feel like that inner struggle inside. You feel that inner struggle of like, I feel like I'm fighting this battle all on my own, right? I feel like I am calling these people in. I am calling in my people, but like at the same time, I have my one person, right? But then like four other toxic people come in, right? And it's like, the fuck, right? It's like this battle of like, what the hell is going on, right? And it's like this constant battle. It's like this inner turmoil of I don't want to have to let people go, right? I don't want to have to tell people no. I don't want to have to be the bad guy. I don't want to have people looking at me like I'm I'm this bitch that is mean and tells people no because I'm putting up these boundaries, and I'm telling, I'm saying I'm not going to do these things because of XYZ. And that's not the case. What's happening is you're taking care of you because other people are taking advantage of you, right? And you're not a bad person for taking care of yourself. You're not a bad person for loving yourself. You're not a bad person for protecting your energy, right? You're not a bad person for making sure that you are making sure that you are good like for the future, right? If you're protecting yourself and your people, right, that are also protecting you, right? Like those other people that aren't protecting you, those other people that are taking advantage of you, like honestly, they'll forget about it later. Like honestly, like they're going to find someone else to take advantage of. Like it's not, we worry about these things and we stress over these things, and we're thinking that they're so like they're worried about us and they're thinking about us and they're doing all these things, and in reality they probably could care less, right? They don't even think about us and they're not doing these things, and we're focusing on this one thing. And it's it's an inner turmoil. It's like this inner battle. It's an inner battle that we're facing, right? And truly it's not that big of a deal. And like even they're whatever, bye, right? Sometimes we make this like huge deal out of like nothing. We cause ourselves so much anxiety, and the reality is it really wasn't that big of a deal, right? Right? Okay. Okay. Next card, Eight of Cups. Okay. All right, Eight of Cups. You are building something so beautiful. You stacked all your cups. You have everything there. Stop doubting yourself. Stop fucking doubting yourself for the love. Why are you doubting yourself? Why do you keep doubting the fact that you've got this? Why are you doubting the fact that you... Okay. You have the power to create anything. You have the power to call in all of these things, and you are too scared to ask for the things that you want, right? In another episode, or in one of my YouTube episodes of it's how to manifest with the moon, right? You have the opportunity to ask the moon for anything that you want. Why aren't you doing that? You can do so many great things, and you are so scared to ask for help. You're so scared to create your reality. You're so scared to move forward and do all of these amazing things. Why? Why are you afraid? Why are you doubting your powers? Why are you doubting, like, the power that you have within? Just because it's not happening now, just because it's not happening immediately, don't doubt the fact that you can do anything that you put your mind to. It is amazing. It is amazing what you are capable of. It is amazing. Sorry, I had to shrink that. It is amazing to see what you can do for you. Because the moment you allow yourself, the moment that you actually ask for the help, the moment that you sit and talk to her, right? And say, hey, this is what I wish for, right? This is what I would love, right? Shit starts happening, right? This is how manifesting works. This is the reality. Hey, Ashley, this is how manifesting works. This is, we have to tell the universe. She can't help you until you actually ask, right? She can't read minds. And this is why we say out loud what we want, right? So this is why this is it. This is the Eight of Cups. We stacked our cups and we're asking, we're telling her what we want so that we can create our reality. Stop doubting the power. Stop doubting your power of manifestation. Because you have the power. You create your reality. That's manifestation. You're creating it. But you've got to say it out loud so that it can be created. Okay, Knight of Wands. Seize the fucking day, man. Again, you're holding yourself back. You are holding yourself back. Look at this. She is riding forward. She's going forward. The Knight of Wands isn't afraid to lead the pack, ride forward, and just fucking go and fight forward. Why are you afraid to fight forward? Stop being afraid to just go. You keep holding yourself back. You keep holding yourself back from what? From what? You have all of these opportunities in front of you, and there's all these chances you have in front of you. And every time there's this thing right in front of you to do, you're like, I don't. No, stop. Stop. There's a fire right there being lit in front of you. Get rid of the toxic people, those energy suckers, those energy vampires that are coming at you. Oh, yeah, I didn't say that earlier. The energy vampires that are coming at you. That's what this is saying. There's energy vampires that Eclipse is very much showing you, right? Eclipse is telling you all about those energy vampires. We're riding away from them. We're getting as far away from them as fucking possible, okay? Or we're calling them the fuck out. This is what's happening during this moon. I'm telling you, if it hasn't happened yet, it's about to fucking happen. And if you're not ready to fight, get fucking ready. It's going to fucking happen. Look and see. If you haven't checked yet, let me put the link here in the comments quickly. But make sure, if you haven't yet, make sure you download my freebie of the 12 Boss Bish houses and figure out where Libra lies in your moon chart houses. Libra's in my 12th house. So that's burning everything to the fucking ground, right? But knowing where Libra is in your houses, right, is really great. So you know how this moon is going to affect you, right? For me, it's great to know because I know I'm getting rid of and I'm redoing everything. I just redid my entire office, like again. But it's really good because I'm detoxing. I'm getting rid of so many things in here that don't belong, right? And I'm feeling I need to breathe. I need to breathe. So for you, what do you need to detox, right? This moon is calling you the fuck out. You need to detox. What do you need to detox? Even if it's from yourself. I needed to detox myself. I was suffocating myself. I was the problem. I am the fucking problem. Me. I'm the drama here. Right? So who's the drama in your life? What's wrong? Who's holding you back? Fight forward. Knight of Wands, fight forward. Don't be fucking afraid to fight. Say, fuck it. I'm not fucking sitting here anymore and being the drama. I'm going forward and I'm saying no. No. I'm going to fucking win. I'm going to be the fucking warrior that I know that I fucking am. And let's fucking go. Let's fucking be the boss bitch that we know that we are, right? Let's go. Be a boss bish and fight. Who are you, babe? Who are you? I know you're a boss bish. I know you are. Let's go. Let's go. Right? Okay. This is so hot. This is so hot. This is so hot. Ashley, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Right? I know. I like. Hey, Renata. Okay. So this, I love this deck. Okay. So Kali, every time I pick up this deck and every time I pick up, she sends jolts up my arm. Like she's such, she's such a powerful deck. But okay. So Kali, I apologize. Maya, this is the card. Look how freaking stunning. First of all, I don't want this to get fuzzy. I'm like trying to not make it crooked. Ugh. Look at that. First of all, okay, let's study this card. Okay, she's emerging. Okay, look at this. Okay. All right. All right, because I'm not one to use the book, as we know. I'm an intuitive reader. I do things the boss bish way. So I'm hearing emerging. And becoming your truest self. Stop being afraid to be yourself. Stop being afraid to come out. And a lot of this, because of the reflection in here, I'm hearing a lot of like shadow is involved in this too. So when we're thinking about shadow, it's not being afraid to look in the mirror, right? It's not being afraid to talk to yourself in the mirror and like talking and telling self, stop being afraid of moving forward, because that's ego. Shadow is ego, right? Ego is former self not knowing what we're capable of, right? Ego is trying to keep us safe, right? Ego is trying to keep us from is fear, right? Not knowing that this is possible, not knowing that, we can do the things, right? Not knowing that, oh shit, like this is possible, right? Because it's other voices that weren't able to do the thing, or it's our past lives that didn't do the things, and isn't aware that it's possible, right? And so this is that reflection, right? It's the shadow, right? It's that working through the shadow. It's working through the bullshit that we create here, right? It's working through ourselves. It's talking to shadow. And which is really funny, because I literally was just in a card reading this morning, and I literally got the shadow card. So it's very funny that this is right here, right? And if you look also, she has like the third eye, so it's like connecting with third eye too. And trusting third eye, trusting your intuition, trusting that like um your intuition is on point, right? Like your gut is usually right, right? And like doubting your gut is probably not a good idea. Like 9 times out of 10, our gut is on point. Um, when we doubt ourselves, we're fucking ourselves. For me, a lot of times I connect with a lot of other people. As an intuitive, as a medium, I am connecting with everybody's energy. So it's very hard for me. But I'm almost always right. This morning, I had a friend, actually, right before this reading. If she wants to say who she is, she can. But I had a friend message me, and she's like, "Oh my God, I had this dream and this thing happened." I'm like, "Well," like, I don't think it was a bad thing. I think it was this. And she's like, "Huh." I'm like, "Why don't you ask your pendulum to make sure?" But I really think it was this. And she's like, "Yeah, you're right. It was. We had a conversation, and it was." I was like, "Okay. So, okay." So when we trust our intuitions, right? When we listen to our intuition and we listen to our gut, things are better, right? It's sometimes, and during spooky season, when we listen to our intuition, we we go into like, "Oh my God, it's bad," right? It's not always a bad thing, right? It's not always. When we have lots of trauma in our life, we go straight into, "Oh my God, it's the end of the world," right? It's not always a bad thing, right? I always recommend have another shameless plug for my YouTube channel. I highly recommend investing in a pendulum, or even if you have a necklace, you can use your necklace as a pendulum. But pendulums help you with those simple yes and no questions, to help you with your intuition, to listening is super hard sometimes, but that pendulum really helps you to answer those yes and no questions, right? That pendulum really helps you to know, like, if, like, as my pendulum's helping me right now, helps you to know, like, if you're moving in the right direction of, like, if if you're moving in the right direction of, like, yes, this is what I should be taught, or like, yes, this is what is happening, or no, I am so off point, like I am so overreacting, right? Like, the sky is really cloudy right now, right? Like my pendulum's saying no, because it's a bright and sunny, beautiful day outside right now. Um, um, like, uh, it's those types of things, right? So I highly recommend, like, and like I said, like, you can definitely check out the pendulum episode. It's worth it. I go through all of this, but like, you can definitely use a necklace for this as well. Um because I don't always carry my pendulum. I keep my pendulum mostly on my desk here. But I always have a necklace on. I always have a necklace on, and your necklace like touches your body. So it charges, right? But it's one of those situations where like it truly helps you, right? Now, when you start trusting your intuition more, your body becomes you become a human pendulum, right? So that's why earlier I was like you start like learning yourself as like yes, no, like you can hear yourself saying yes and no inside, right? And it becomes a beautiful thing when you start trusting yourself, right? But yeah. So, trying to think. Do I have anything else? Universe. Universe, is there anything else that I need to say? No. No. Okay. Oh, yes, there is something I need to say. All right. There is one more thing. No, there isn't. Oh, yes, there is. If you are interested in getting your own personal reading, please, 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 do not hesitate to schedule your own Boss Bish reading, Bish Slap reading. I do private readings. They obviously are really, really incredible. They're an hour long, and here's the link to schedule that. They are an hour long. You get the recording, and on top of that, if you are a business owner, I give you I'm a business medium, so I give you a whole a systems kind of reading into your business as well. So I give you an intuitive read into your business as well, which is really great too. I don't know how many intuitives are able to do that. But I'm techie. I'm the tech goddess. So I help you with all of those things. And it's an hour-long reading of me and you going through the cards, listening to your guides, giving you the messages that you've been ignoring, because you guys ignore your guides a lot. A lot. You ignore them. Like, you're not listening. Why? Why aren't we listening to our guides, guys? Why don't we want to hear our guides? Because we don't want to hear what they have to say. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's quite funny. It's funny because I see, and that's the fun thing about being a medium, is I see people's guides, like they hop in whenever and they just sit there and they're just like I just giggle, and I'm like, listen, I just give the messages. I'm not I'm the messenger. I'm not no, I don't I'm not the one that created the message, like, right? What is it? The messengee? Like, I don't even know how that works. But yeah. So, no, the messenger, not the messengee. That's right. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Right? So, if you're ready to get boss bitch slapped yourself, schedule a call. Schedule a call. Let's see what your guides have to say. Let's see what your guides have to say. You get the recording, all the things. Let's see. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed your new moon and eclipse Bish slap. And yeah, that's what I got. All right, guys. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the eclipse. Let's see what toxicity you are detoxing from. And